Hey my friends, welcome back into a new video. Today we will be talking about it's not over yet. So prepare yourself for the breakthrough. Why? Because it's coming. I will take you for a walk again. We have again a beautiful morning sun with the inside the mysterious place, this forest. So because some of you wrote that you love those forest walks, because some of you can't go into the forest like that, I'm bringing it to you. So I hope you can enjoy in that. I'm going through comments every day. If I can, I go through comments every day to see what you guys are going through. Because I love us. I love that community which is growing. I love all of us here as a part of that evolution of consciousness. And then here and there I see that some people are struggling. You know, I'm sharing videos about how to expand your awareness, how to use our mind as the instrument of consciousness, to play a beautiful melodies, right? To create beauty out of our lives. I'm sharing with you how to become more creative. Like this tree, look at that. That tree is quite different than the others. That's what happens when we become creative. We become quite different than the others. We are not sheeps anymore, right? Like I don't want to be negative or anything, but we become a little bit different. So we're talking a lot about it. I'm also sharing my art with you. But when I go through comments, sometimes I see people writing, I'm having such a hard times. You know, things are falling apart. Here and there we come across certain moments where everything seems like everything is falling apart. We start losing relationships. People, friends are going away, or maybe our loved ones, or maybe we even experience a loss in the family, and it can be hard. Sometimes we lose money, sometimes we lose clients, or we lose a business, and those things are hard to handle. Especially our analytical mind can't truly explain what is happening. Right? It's hard to explain what is happening. So we say, oh, I have such a hard times. We need to learn to observe a little bit more, especially at those hard times. So I'm saying to you, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We need to remember that the darkest night is just before the sunrise. So when you feel like you are going through the hardest moments in life, that's where the life is actually preparing you for receiving the gifts. Why is that? Because if you would receive all the blessings, all the gifts that you are dreaming about, you would not have enough strength, enough knowledge, enough wisdom, enough understanding to handle it. That's what happens to people which win the lottery. They spend it really fast because they don't know how to handle the money. For entrepreneurs who went through all the struggles, all the challenges, all the losses, but they made a fortune. Those people know how to invest money, how to spend it wisely, how to nurture it, how to make that money can make more money. You know, it's actually, those are the lessons that we are gaining through struggles, through painful experiences. But once we expand our awareness, what before were painful experiences, when we expand our awareness, becomes just the experiences without painful anymore. You know, it's same as walking through the forest. Somebody who is constantly thinking can walk through the forest, and for him that walk will be a painful experience. He will be suffering because he will say, well, I could rather be in the office right now, I could make money, I could talk with those people, I could do those things. While walking through the forest, when somebody whose awareness is more expanded can walk through the forest and listen that, we can see the sun, we can hear some birds, we can see the beauty, the green leaves, we can see the giant trees, how everyone is unique, and we can hear that. You know, some old leaves which have fallen down to the ground to plant the seeds for the new trees. So it can grow on, it can move on, it can evolve on. You know, that's life. So so I'm telling you, it's not over, my friends. When times are hard, think about good moments. Because what can we find in the neuroscience? If we are thinking about one thing, or if we are focusing onto a certain thing for 1 hour, we double synaptic connection in our brain about that thing. So we wire our brain to see more of that. So if you are constantly thinking about what is falling apart, what you are missing, how bad your life is, you are wiring your brain to see more of that, to see more reasons why your life is bad. So what is happening? All those connections in the brain, all those neurons are producing chemistry, which then we feel in the body as an emotion. So what kind of emotions we feel when we say that our life is bad, that things are not going the way we would like? We feel bad. We feel sadness, right? Those are emotions of survival. So we fall into that fight or flight state, the state of survival. And in the state of survival, we start looking how to survive. We're not creative at that state. So, my friends, I'm saying to you, slow down and place your attention onto something beautiful, to rewire your brain to see more beauty in your life. That's how to prepare for the sunrise. We all know that the sunrise is coming because life is circling like that. The earth is spinning, so we know that we will experience a sunrise in the morning. We all know that. But sometimes we don't know that if we are going through challenges, that the good times are coming, right? Everything is circling. Everything is circling, always. So, if we understand that everything is moving in circles like that, if you're deep in the challenges right now, prepare for the miracles because they are coming. And you may say, well, I'm waiting for a whole year for them. I'm waiting for more years for them. And I say, do not wait. Prepare for them, but do not wait them. You still have your body, don't waste it. You have nature, don't waste it. You have your mind, don't waste it. You can't wait with that. Don't waste your gifts, your talents, your uniqueness. Do something with it. That's actually what the life is pushing you into it. Why you go through those challenges, through those hard moments. So you would find yourself. Who is yourself? The one behind the identity. the one behind the identity, what's that? You say to yourself, I am this, I am that, I am this and that, and I'm doing that, and I'm struggling, and okay, those are labels. But the real you behind all the labels is actually waiting your consciousness to connect with it. And I say, go outside and meditate a little bit, or walk in the nature and observe the new things. Right in the previous video in the nature, I said to you, every time we place more attention to what's new today, we become more present. When we become more present, we become more aware. When we become more aware, we recognize more beauty. When we recognize more beauty, we feel better. When we feel better, we feel more inspired. When we feel more inspired, we feel more creative. When we feel more creative, we feel the urge to create. When we feel the urge to create, we create more things. When we create more things, we create more results. When we create more results, we get even happier because we see that the thing is working. That's the circle again, right? You create more things, you create more results. If the results are not the way you would like them to experience, it means that you need to create new things, different things, put more values into that. Put more values into that. So what are values then? What are you valuing about life? Most people are valuing money and things. That's why they are always in lack of it, because that's not the meaning of life. If we are valuing just money, then we are constantly doing something to receive money. When we go beyond that and we start valuing our health, the peace of mind, we start valuing happiness and joyful experiences, we start valuing people, humanity, we start valuing our home Mother Gaia. Without that, we would not be here. When we start valuing that, our creative mind will start searching for the ideas, how to provide more of those values to the world, and that's when the world will start gifting you with all the magic, because now you're doing a divine work. Now you're doing a divine work. You're serving to the universe. So don't worry if you have a bad day or a bad month or a bad year. Sometimes it just is hard, yes. I've been through it as well. For me, it was really hard when, I've shared with you, we went to travel to find ourselves, and then we get back home and we've been without money. We needed to survive, we needed to buy food, and we didn't know how will we buy food, how will we pay bills. But every time when it was really hard for me, I went into meditation and I was visualizing how my life is going in my dreams. Every time I did that to elevate my emotional state. And then, almost every day some synchronicities happened. Almost every day some magical things appeared in my life. A random person called me and offered me something that I truly needed at that time. I met a person who offered me an art exhibition where I could meet more clients to make money, and all of that. I was sharing that with you. So in the challenging times we are planting the seeds. Right? In challenging times we are planting the seeds. So rather than focusing on the challenges, focus on the seeds that you're planting. What are your thoughts right now that you want to be defined by? Think about it, write them down. Constantly think about it. Rewire your brain. You see, if you will place your attention to your vision of the future, to your dreams of who you want to become for 1 hour, you will double the synaptic connections in your brain. So all of that thinking, all of that visualization will become automatic for you. When that thinking becomes automatic, also you will feel emotions of that. Automatically, you will feel grateful. You will know that those things are coming into your life. It sounds like, what are you talking about? But that's true. That's when you become creator of your life. As I said before, you go outside of that victimized state. You get back to your true self. And from that true self, you become greater observer. You don't see your environment as a prison anymore. You see it as a canvas, which you can improve, you can change, you can upgrade it, you can make it more beautiful. And if it is not resonating with you, go away from it and find a better place and try there. What we also need to learn is how to fast. Fast from information, fast from relationships, fast from food as well. Here and there I do a 24-hour fasting of food. And you know what happens? When I have the next meal after the fasting, I feel such an intense gratitude for that meal. And if we go into science, what happens? Our body starts natural healing process after 24 hours of fasting. DNA starts repairing itself. Gene starts expressing healthier proteins, and our bodies are made out of proteins, which means healthier body. So, same as when we're fasting on relationships. We start appreciating them more deeply. We become more honest with ourselves. Also, relationship with yourself is important. If we're fasting on negative thinking, try for one day. Spend a day without a negative thought. You will see how hard it is. But if you will be working on that, you will become better at that. So try it for yourself. It's when you actually step away from the natural force so it can take care of itself. So the higher consciousness can take care of itself without disruption of your mind. We just step away. So my friends, everything is going to be okay. Smile a little bit more. Go outside into the nature for a walk by yourself. Do not complain. Yes, it's hard, but do not complain about it. Rather think what the situation is teaching you. What's the meaning behind those moments? Can I see a miracles right now? Can I see a miracles right now? For me, those trees are miracles right now. Those colors, it's getting a winter time here, but I still can find some green trees, which is a hard thing to find in the winter here in Slovenia. But I can find it, so I appreciate that. I say thanks to that. And I feel even more connected with all of that. So it's all an internal shift. From going from being a victim to an observer to a creator. So this is it, my friends. Have a beautiful day. I'm sending you all love, blessings, and lots of power. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. And birds. Until next one, my friends, one love.